as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Herbert. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. It's brought in by Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for New England. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 8 yards out. And the Pats are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Carolina. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Under a heavy rush
rushing down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 7-7, our score after one. Throwing on second and long. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
From his own end zone, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. shotgun handoff to Pollard. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 53 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. And he'll drop it underneath to White. White's got a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Tua now on first down. There's Henry to make a nice catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 41 yards. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Panthers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here, Herbert. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 29, Tua. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 56 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Patriots 24, Panthers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
To his throw, complete there to Pyramid.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play action, now it's Tua. And look at this, they get the turnover they needed, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of the...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Christian Barmore picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Second and 8. Here's Tua.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tua to throw.
And caught by Henry. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Herbert going to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Herbert to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Herbert.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Herbert.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert.
Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one too low.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Herbert now to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Herbert.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So this